This is Nana from Medina Talk Yabi.
Hey guys, this is Denise from Medina Talks Yabi.
Tune in every week for the jokes, laughs,
And great vibes.
and serious matters. I wanted to host because I know we were kind of discussing off the live about celibacy, and I saw your poll, and obviously the question you put is, can you wait for the one that won, who could be the potential love of your life, for marriage before sex? So can you wait for the one that could be the potential love of your life?
Marriage before sex.
So what you're saying is that if you meet the love of your life, will you wait? Will you get married and have sex, basically?
No, so it's basically what I said in my poll. So if you're dating someone, right, and like usually people don't have sex on the first few dates. So let's
Yeah.
say, in the beginning of the date, there's like, oh yeah, maybe celibacy may come up, it may not come up, but then they say, do you know what, right? So now the question is, if you are dating someone and you can see potential in them, right? Can you basically join in their journey and do that whole marriage before sex?
I mean, are you asking me, or is it this discussion that we're having? Or
So this discussion that we're having, and the poll on when it said yes, they can wait. It was only, I think, it was 3 men, right? Out of 3 men and 12 women said they can wait. There was a majority of men that said they couldn't wait than to women. So this shows you, for me, it shows you a lot about, I think for men it's more sexual, women it's emotional. But yeah.
The thing is, Venice, you see, with what you're saying, because this is a very deep topic to kind of discuss. I think obviously if you do see potential, you do love the person, I think you can definitely be part of their journey. And I think not all men want to get into a woman's knickers and that's it. I mean, there are men out there who do want to get to know the person and go on a journey. So I think I'm not saying that it's not something that's hard, because obviously, everybody has got sexual urges. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Like, naturally, a lot of people, you've got sexual urge. If you're with someone, the chemistry's there, as well as the kind of the emotional chemistry. You've got the physical chemistry too. Do you know what I mean? So, not to say that it's not, not to say that it's not doable. I do think it's doable, and it will take for you to be disciplined and to really. It will take for you to be disciplined, but it will also take for you to also respect and honor the journey that the other person is on as well. I think that if you are going to be able to do it, it's about respecting that person's journey. The respect element for me is the big thing. If you've got respect for their journey, then it won't be a problem. Not to say that if you go against it, you're being disrespectful, but I think that's that.
What do you mean respect for their journey? What do you mean?
When I mean respect for their journey is in the sense that if they're saying that this is something that I want to do, that I want to be celibate, or I want to be celibate, and then like after when we get married and have sex after, I think you've got to respect the path that they're on. Do you know what I mean? I'm not, and when I mean respect the path that they're on, that you have to acknowledge this is what they're doing. You have to go with it, because if you go against it, I'm not saying you're being disrespectful, but I'm trying to say that the value system that they have has to supersede your physical urges. Do you know what I'm trying to say? If that makes sense. That's what I'm saying, that respect is quite key, because you make the good point. You said about how that women are more tend to be more emotional than men, and that to a degree I will agree with you, but then I'll disagree with you, because there's many women who might be like, you know what, this guy's not even coming close to touching me, or what is the reason why? Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? But I'm not saying that you're not going to get women who are going to say, well, what do you call it? I don't want this to happen. But I'm saying, but you do get women who might be like, well, why is he not touching me? Why is he not moving to me? You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
it just for me, I'm not saying that it's not doable. I think it is doable. I just think, like, the way in our current generation is whether people are actually prepared to wait. That's what the true kind of test is. whether people are prepared to wait. It's like, for example, if you look at what's going on now with COVID, I mean, a lot of people. What I'm saying is that there's a lot of people who haven't actually had sex because of the lockdown. There's people who have had sex during the lockdown. Do you know what I mean? You know, so obviously circumstances have changed, but actually you can't go and do anything. Though some people are just doing what they need to be doing, despite the government saying, "Don't do this, don't do that, don't do that." So a lot of it is about whether you can manage those urges, and a lot of it is whether actually are you prepared to go on that journey with that person. I can't even see the comments. You know, how many people are in live?
You can't see nothing.
No. So
It's
hop out and come back in.
at least
So
you
hop,
in here.
so hop out and come back in. Because I can't even see what anyone's saying. I can't see anything at all.
I'm sorry about that. I can see
Yeah.
your floorboards.
Hmm?
I can see your floorboards.
Yeah, I can't see nothing at all. But yeah, but that's just my view. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come out and come back in, yeah. Give me 1 minute, yeah.
Alright, so guys, what do you think if you had a partner that wanted to wait to have sex after marriage? Like, how would you cope with that? And say if on the night, say you just kept on dating them just to see what will happen, and you actually started like having real feelings for this person. Like, what do you do? So yeah, what do you do? Do you leave them because, like, so Dan, like, you heard me what I'm saying, yeah?
Yeah, so you were saying, what do you
Like,
call it? That go
yeah,
on, listening.
yeah. So like, would you leave them because, you know, nah, like, obviously I want to have sex or whatever, or would you be like, nah, actually, I actually truly like this person. I want to get to know this person, and if it means that, you know, this woman could be the one for me, and she wants to wait 2 years, then that's enough time for me to actually get to know her and maybe marry her if
But
she's the one.
but this
So
is it, and that's what I was saying. And that's what I was saying earlier. You
the
know,
question is to you, because you are one of the people that said no, you couldn't wait.
me.
Yeah, I could tell who said no and who said yes. You know, it does show your faces.
I haven't responded though.
Yeah, you have.
Are you sure?
100%. I was like, raw, none of yeah.
Okay, look, I'll be honest with you, yeah. Even though I say no, I'm not someone whereby I'm trying to get into your knickers straight away. I actually believe that you need to have the emotional connection there anyway. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, although like the point, I think for me, Venice, yeah,
Amen, Sabrina. Yeah.
the thing, Venice, for me, the thing for Venice for me at the moment is that, like, what I'm balancing out is that, you know, Cags just said it, that everybody, we've all got needs in it. So everyone's got needs. So I'm not gonna say, oh, I wouldn't want to go and have sex with that person. Do you know what I mean? But sex to me, that's not first base. I'm not trying to get into the emotional connection for me is just as important as what goes on in the bedroom. But if you're someone where actually that's the love of your life, you'd make sure you'd wait. Do you know what I mean?
100% pleasure.
Yeah, I'm saying that you'd also want to you'd want to wait. If it's the love of your life, you'd wanna wait. And I agree with what Persia's saying, that it does set standard and it sets a precedent for both of you. And also it actually really tests whether you as the individual, are you
Willing to wait.
yeah, are you willing to wait, but also are you as invested in that person, like, emotionally? Because sex is easy to get. Like, that's a no-brainer. Sex is so easy to get. Anybody can get it whenever. Sex is easily accessible. But I think with our generation, the difficulty sometimes is the emotional connection, because, like, the way how we date and everything it is hard. Do you know what I mean? Because even in terms of sex, I might be like, well, you know, raw. So wait, I can't even hit it. Why am I not hitting it? This and this and this. And she might be like, well, he ain't even tried to move to me or anything like that at all. Do you know what I mean?
But why can't you hit it after marriage?
Say
Like,
that again.
why can't you hit it after marriage?
I'm not saying there's no reason why you can't go and hit it after marriage.
I
There's
think,
no
yeah,
reason.
if a man, like, this is for me, like, if I dated a man, yeah, and he wanted to be celibate into his marriage, yeah, first of all, I'll be like, bing, because that means for him, it's not all about sex, it's more deeper than sex. Like, there's, like, I feel like yes, it's more deeper than sex. He actually wants to get to know someone. Second of all,
yeah, but I have to disagree with that, Venice, because you see with your comment with your poll, yeah, the problem is, and I think Cags is here on the spot for me. The way you've done your poll, yeah, is just to say that if a man,
I didn't say any man or any woman. You have women vote for no, women vote for yes. You had men vote for no.
Okay, right.
The poll wasn't gender specific. I said
but you mentioned that women are a lot more emotional, and I think that sometimes
women, it's known that women are scientifically known. Women are more
yeah.
But remember what we have, how our bodies, what we actually go through.
No, I understand that. I understand that, but I think, but the also thing for me is that I don't want you to think that if a guy doesn't want to wait for a woman, or you know, if a guy doesn't want to wait for a woman, do you know what I mean? That doesn't mean to say that sex is the only thing that's on his mind. I don't want you to be thinking that that's all. I'm not saying
then for me, why can't you wait if that's what she wants? If it's not,
there's no reason why you can't wait.
Exactly. So then what?
But there's no reason why you can't wait. But then Bev's made a good point that sex is another form of love. Yeah.
Yeah, but my question is, if she wants to, it's not about what. My thing is, if the woman wants to be celibate, right, until marriage, right. Where's your point coming from?
No, you're saying, okay, so if a woman wants to be celibate until marriage, then if the guy loves her and wants to wait, there's no reason why he can't wait. Do you know what I mean?
I'm saying.
There's no reason why. But if a man wants to be celibate, you're telling me as a woman, you wouldn't be like, you're saying light bulb moment, and I posed you, maybe that's you, but I don't think all women will have that light bulb moment.
Do you know what? Yeah, for many reasons. Yeah, if a man told me he wants to be celibate before and have like married before sex, yeah, that would be a very light bulb moment. 100% to know that a man, yeah, is willing, whether he's dating me or 100 other women, yeah, he actually wants to get to know us individually without having that whole sex component. Because what I'm trying to tell you is, yeah, when you have sex with someone, right, you can get emotionally invested when it comes to sex. Do you get what I'm saying? Especially, I don't know about men because I'm not a man, but when it comes to women, when you let open your body and let another man come between you and have sex, yeah, a lot of emotions.
One of the things that I also, I will agree with you on emotions.
If a man wants to get to know me and his end goal is marriage, not a relationship, his end goal is marriage before he starts, you know, even getting more deeper, then I'm gonna be like, do you know what? I want to be with you. I'll respect you, and I want to be with you on that journey because I know where your main goal is, and we can get to know each other. Because you got to remember, right? A lot of relationships these days, are sex based. Like a lot of relationships, especially with us young people, we like a lot of sex. It's really, really sex based. So if a man tells me he wants to be celibate and he just wants to get to know someone on a different type of vibe, on a different type of level, without that whole sex.
Yeah, but I'm gonna agree and disagree because
that is sick. Like that is sick.
But what I'm saying
is, you don't need sex to make a relationship. Hold on, you don't need sex to make a relationship work. A lot of people these days, need sex to make a relationship work. 100%.
Okay, but the thing is, so, but even though you're saying that, there's a lot of, the one thing that I agree with you on is, you mentioned about becoming emotionally invested. The one thing that I agree, obviously, like I'm a big believer, obviously, when you do have sex with someone, and I will take on board the whole, the sexual, I will take on board the whole, the soul ties up in terms of exchanging spiritual energy, like that stuff. I do believe in that. I believe that when you have sex with someone, you are exchanging your energy and all that. So in that respect, like I fully agree with that, and you know what I mean. Like, I'm not gonna say that there ain't been times whereby you know, I've just gone and done what I needed to do, and it's only now, obviously, maybe that at the age I'm at, I'm thinking, you know, actually, I shouldn't have really given myself to that person. I don't mean proof of relation. I'm just saying that even where I had the one-off with that person, I was like, raw. Actually, in hindsight, you shouldn't have really gone and done that, because you're giving your energy to someone whereby you ain't never gonna go and see them again. So I understand when people are like, you know what, I want to be celibate because actually what you're holding out for is the fact that when you do have that moment, you're actually having it with someone whereby actually they've gone on a journey with you, so you're actually genuinely like fulfilled. Like there's a lot of biblical stuff that actually goes with it. So
100%.
I do take on board that respect, that actually if you're going to hold yourself out, you're also holding your spirit out for the right person, so your spirits can become one. So that one
100%.
I fully take on board what you're saying when people are like, I want to be celibate. And obviously that's where that discussion, I think, needs to take place, whereby if a woman or a man are saying, you know what, I do want to be celibate before you know, I want to get married, you know, I want to get married and then I want to have sex after, like that's a respectable thing. Because that's a respectable thing. And you know, not many people, I'm not saying that you don't get people who say that, but obviously what happens with that, but obviously what happens with that is more about the fact that, as you said, the time between you and that person getting married and having sex gives you the opportunity to get to know them, to build up their emotional connection. And then when you do have sex, then that means it's like a fulfillment. And it's not like, oh yeah, I've got out of the way. It's the fact that you've actually got the emotional attachment to them. The next
But
stage
that's
is to
what
get the physical.
but no one said that, oh, after as soon as we get married we can just have sex. What I'm trying to say is, yeah, a lot of relationships these days, like the whole spiritual thing, 100%. But a lot of relationships
Mm.
these days are, a lot of it is sex based. So if you can
Yeah.
have a relationship, yeah, and sex after marriage, right? You decide to be celibate, right? And you get to be in a relationship, have a fiance, and then get married without having sex. It just shows you, yeah, you're able to have a relationship, yeah, that's not sex based. That's more emotional based. You get what I'm saying? And you know how hard that is.
So
But if someone told you
your
that
viewpoint is
is a
that you
man for
feel
me,
so you feel as though that a lot of relationships are sex based. So what you're saying is that it's
if
not
you
relationship.
can't wait until after marriage, it's definitely sex based. Because why can't you wait? Why do you not want to put a ring on it? Just like when people have children out of wedlock, but people are saying, oh, people
This
don't
is
want to have that whole, I don't want to be tied down. But you are tied down because you got a you with that person for life. And then, guys, can you see me, or is it me that's frozen?
Venice, but I'm
Can
gonna
you
say
hear me?
something. Yeah, sorry about that. I just had a missed call. But Venice, you know what? This is Persia.
100% pleasure.
Persia has said something, and I think Persia's point is important and it needs to be noted. If sex wasn't promoted the way it is, then I think the discussion that me and you are having would be void, because the way sex is promoted, it's like it's not in a what Persia said is right. How sex is actually promoted is the reason why a lot of relationships are sex based, um because it, you know, and Persia's saying it now, you know, like unwanted pregnancy, diseases, sexual exploitation, and it's almost become what's the word I'm looking for? It's almost become like it's so accessible it doesn't mean anything anymore. So when you do enter a relationship with someone and you end up having sex with them, and then it's like, okay, cool, what are you working towards? And if it don't work out well, you were just a beat. Do you know what I mean? So then when you have that conversation with someone who says, well, I want to be celibate, then obviously it's kind of like raw, like what do you mean you want to be what do you mean you want to what do you call it, have you want to be celibate? I don't understand. And I think that's the problem. I think how sex is promoted is the reason why there's a lot of problem. And Persia has hit the nail on the spot.
100. Keep it going. I'll come back.
Yeah, and I think, guys, that if sex wasn't promoted in that way, then we wouldn't have this conversation. But I do agree also with what Bev is saying, that marriage doesn't necessarily solve that. Marriage even with marriage at the moment right now, like the precedent in terms of what we're talking about, even if you are celibate and you get married and have sex, that doesn't mean that it's going to be smooth running either. So I think we have to be quite clear and be quite balanced.
Say that again.
What I was saying is that with what Persia said, I agree in the sense that the way sex is promoted in the media, and it goes in line with what you were saying about the fact that a lot of relationships are sex based. But if sex wasn't promoted in that way, and it was promoted with something, let's say, to maybe a lot more of a moral value, then me and you wouldn't be having this conversation. Do you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't need. I'm just saying in general. But at the same time, I also I take on board what Bever said, because Bever said that people can still get all of those while married. Marriage doesn't necessarily solve that. And
people get, but when you don't have sex before marriage, you kind of build up that, what's that word? You know, so you're not easily tempted. So you build up that.
Yeah, but Venice,
mentally not to be easily
but Venice,
tempted.
but at the same time though, but at the same time,
I need to sleep, girl.
But at the same time, Venice, though, but then the other side of it that I'm going to say is that I think it's also down to the individual, because even if you do go and have sex before marriage as well, even if you do go and have sex before marriage, it is based on the mindset of that individual. Do you know what I mean? Because, hold on, so I'm just reading the comments. Yeah. Yeah. No, what I'm saying is, yeah, what I'm saying is that I'm also in agreement, Vinny, with what Bev is saying, because Bev said, I don't think it's about sex whatsoever. It's about mindset. And I agree, Vinny, because if you've got a mindset whereby actually you are having sex with one person and you're working towards something, your mindset, for me, is also important. I think the problem is of our generation is that people are just doing it freely and not thinking, oh, I can just get it in. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? You know, that's what my taking it is on. So whether you're saying you're going to be celibate and get married, or you're not going to be celibate, for me, it's about how you're conducting yourself and what kind of values you have when you are in that relationship, which is going to determine which way you're going. Do you know what I mean?
But then you feel like being celibate.
You're in
a relationship, yeah, right? Wait, let me finish. You're in a relationship, right? You're thinking you're working towards something, you're having loads of sex or whatever, you're emotionally blah blah blah, and it doesn't work out. You've done that soul tie with that person. Like Penny said, it's there for life. Yeah, you've got that emotional attachment. Yeah. Simply for life. All right, cool. And it may not work out. Cool. You want to be celibate, and you like this person, you want to try and be celibate with them. That may not have worked out. But at least you built up that strength to not make a relationship sex-based or have sex involved with it. And you don't have that sexual soul tie. Yeah, you're losing out on. Yeah, you're gonna miss that person. Yeah, you like that person on a different level. You got to experience them on a different level, but there is no sexual exchange.
I understand, Venice, what you're saying to the sexual, and I agree with you. But at the same time, what I want you to also understand is that I don't want you to have this thing whereby, oh, because I'm celibate, and I'm holding out to marriage, that means that precedent supersedes others. It supersedes in the sense that others who have sex before marriage mean that what do you call it? That's what they're all into. Like, I genuinely believe that, celibate or not celibate, your mindset and your value and your moral code has to dictate which way you're going. Because you could be celibate and not have sex, get married, and still do some dumb shit and go on a madness after that. And somebody could go and have sex, but be morally sane and work towards something, and it'd be cool. So for me, celibacy for me, yes, I get it, but celibacy for me doesn't supersede your thinking. Your thinking, how you conduct yourself, will dictate how you. It's like when me and you spoke about body count, all those kind of things. There, I'm someone. I don't just give myself to any. Well, okay, cool. I did one time. Yeah. I had to pull it back. Okay, cool. I had to pull it back. I did. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I did, innit? But I reflected on that to know that that was a bad choice for me to go and do that. But I'm able to reflect on it. So I'm saying, even though I've always said to myself, you know what, I don't
That's
just keep
it.
myself.
Self-control. That's the word.
Yeah, yeah. But for me, what I did was impulsive and it was stupid. If I talked to myself, if I spoke to myself, I would say you shouldn't have gone and done that. Like, do you know what I mean? You shouldn't have gone. You shouldn't have gone and done that. But the fact is, Venice, I'm able to reflect on that. That actually, you know what, that's something that I shouldn't have done. Yeah, I got what I wanted. Yeah, it was easy, but was it right for me to go and do that? No, it wasn't.
Do you think, yeah, practicing celibacy gives you a lot more self-control?
It gives you it gives you self-control. It does, and it makes you more. Everyone's laughing now, but it's true. But it gives you self-control, and it does make you a lot more disciplined. And also, what it gives you is it allows you to also cleanse your spirit and cleanse your system. It gives you what do you call it? It just gives you a sense of, like, not morality, but like, actually, I'm not just giving myself to anyone. But for me, I know that what I did, I shouldn't have done that. Do you know what I mean? But I'm able to reflect on it. So it's about, if you're able to reflect on it, then you know, actually, I'm not going to go and do that again. And even though I always had in my head from day one, I will never just give myself to anyone. But I even went off the track one time in my life. I went off the line and did it. But I know I shouldn't have done that. So what I'm saying is that, celibacy or not, you have to have it in your head that I have self-respect for myself and for my body and for my soul. I'm not just going to go and give it out to anybody.
All right, so the question was, though, if you met someone here that was practicing celibacy for religion reasons, and they wanted to get married before they had sex, could you date them?
Yeah, I could.
Lying.
No, Venice. I'm being honest with you. If I'm with you, yeah, and you're saying that, and you want to, for religious things, I'm someone I'm respectful. I'm not gonna push the band and be like, well, okay, cool, that's it. I'm gonna respect that. Do you know what I mean? You know, because at the end of the day, if I'm gonna be with you, I have to, not evidence, but I have to work towards what you're going with, and I have to go with you on your. I have to go with you on your journey. If I want to be with you and you want to be my wife, I'm gonna go with you on your journey. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? You know?
Yeah, I'm reading the comment. I'm trying to read the comments from here.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that if you're my wife, I want to go with you. I'm gonna go with you, Venice, on your journey. You know?
Not if I'm your wife. I'm not your wife yet. That's what I'm trying to say.
No. I said, if I want you to be, I'm working towards it, I will go with you on my journey. How long? How long have you lasted without it? Well, me. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. 1 second.
We're talking about recently. I think 6 months.
Me's 8 months at the moment.
Mine's 6.
Mine's 8 months at the moment. But you know what? I've been colder. I barely thought about it, but yeah, but the 8 months. But right now it's been 8 months. But the longest before was a year.
The longest I've ever done was 3 years. 3 years.
But that's good. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes you feel different. Your body gets to like refresh and detox. And some of it is good, you know. It's good just to not do anything at all. You know, it gives you focus, you know.
100%.
But for me, yes, if it was on your, I know you one day said, why is it not our journey? But I'm saying you one day, if it was in the first instance, it's your journey. Obviously, I'm going to follow. It will become ours, because eventually I will not.
Do you think you could? Do you think, for anyone that's following someone's journey, it will be hard. But do you think, yeah, if that whole celibacy is not for you, but you like the person, what do you do?
I think for me, it's about having that discussion. I think you've got to have that discussion with the person to talk about it, you know. And I think, like I said, we're adults, so you need.
What you and they said?
What am I not religious? I'm religious. Yeah. I mean, I don't go to church every Sunday. You know what I mean?
You don't.
I don't go to church every Sunday. But I'm honest with that. I don't go to church every Sunday. But what I what I think I do is I'd like to think that
What you
the
think you do?
teachings, huh?
What you think you do, or what you do?
No, I'd like to think that in terms of the teachings, I follow. And for me, let me just get one thing straight here. Going to a religious place of worship, whatever day you want to go and do it,
Yeah.
Doesn't mean to say that you're any better than anyone else who doesn't go. Because sometimes
100%.
the most sinful people out there in the world are the ones who are actually. So I'm just putting it out there. But
Don't go to church. They go to church.
Yeah. But anyway, but what I'm saying is that for me, the reason why I said one day it'd be your journey is because initially it'd be yours, and obviously I would come to it. Now, for me, I have gone a full year without doing anything. So for me,
so how long would it take for you to get married to someone?
What do you mean? How long?
Like, but hold on, no. Let me rephrase the question. Like, you said you've been a whole year, yeah.
Yeah, but
without having sex, yeah. Now, was you single, not seeing anyone, or was you seeing someone and gone for a whole year?
I was on my own.
Okay, so being with someone.
But at the time though, this is when I was at the time, I was kind of seeing someone here and there, but yeah, but I was on my own though, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But what was your second question? How long?
About the marriage thing. All right, so say someone's like, yeah, they want sex after marriage, right? Now, how long would you think, yeah, it will take for you to get to know, to date someone, make them your girlfriend, and actually get to know them to make them your wife? How long is that?
I don't know. You know, I couldn't put a time frame on it. I won't be able to put a time frame because I'd say every kind of relationship is different. So I can't go and say, oh, 2 years, 1 year, 3 years. Everyone's relationship is different. Do you know what I mean? Some people meet today and they get married within a year. Others meet today and they get married in the next 5 years. So I can't really go and give a time scale really, because if you look at what's going on right now with marriages and everything, the divorce rate is skyrocketing. And I don't know whether that's to do with COVID, but I think it has become very, very very difficult. But I can't give you a specific time frame as to how long. I wouldn't be able to know. But I mean, if it seems that within 6 months to a year, then yeah. But I wouldn't be able to tell you though. You know. But I just think for me, in terms of what we're saying today, I'm not saying that it's not doable. I think it's very much doable to be celibate, or respect the person if you want and you love. If they're saying, you know, I don't want to do anything until I get married and everything, then it's a good quality to have. But it doesn't. But I don't want that to be, oh, because the person said I want to be celibate, that means that they're any more or better than somebody who says I don't want celibacy, because I still think that you can still have sex and still have morals about you. You know what I mean? And yes, although our generation,
but I think I would respect a man more if I was going through celibacy and they said, you know what, I'm gonna respect you because I like you that much.
Yeah, but Venice, what you're doing is you're basing that on how our generation is, and I think you need to be careful.
Of course, because I'm not going to be dating someone that's not from my generation.
No, I understand, but but what I'm trying to say to you is that there are people within our generation who do have those morals, and sex is not like first base. I'm not saying that you ain't got guys whereby.
But my thing is, if I want to be celibate and I do not want to have sex, then anyone should respect it. So I would respect a man because I know how hard celibacy is. So I would, if a man wants to follow it, if he likes me enough and he said, you know what, I'm going to go with you on your journey, and I won't have sex with anyone because I like you that much, of course I'm going to respect him. No one said he's high or lower, but I'm going to respect him because he's taken out of his, I don't know how many times he might have had sex, how often he's had sex, but he likes me that much, yeah, to not want to have sex at all, to follow me on my journey because he thinks I'm worth it. Do you get where I'm coming from? Do you understand where I'm coming from?
No, I understand where you're coming from.
You know what I mean? Agree, so he's coming out of his zone to go into my zone because he believes in what I'm trying to do for myself, and he wants to follow me on my journey, which means that he can't have sex. He's going on this. He's not having sex at all with anyone, me, no one.
So let me
Like
ask
I'm
you now. So are you saying at this stage now
to
for
take them on
you?
your journey.
So is that what you're saying? So are you saying at this stage now for you, that's what you're kind of working towards now? Where?
Technically, I have been, but yeah.
Well, yeah, yeah, we all have, innit?
I definitely could have got some dick today.
Yeah, but is that where your trajectory is right now? Is that what you're kind of moving towards?
100%.
That's good. That's good. But Bev said, but if the person chooses not to be with you, it doesn't mean he doesn't respect you. It just means it's not for him. Yeah, and I
That
agree.
means, yeah, if a guy says to me, oh, you know, I'm not really on that celibacy thing, then it's like, what? So you're telling me, like, you can't even wait 2 years and not have sex?
No, but
And
Venice, but
then
Venice,
like,
yeah, but Venice,
that was
this
me.
is where Venice, but Venice, this is where I
That's not
agree
cool,
with
man.
Bev. No, but Venice, this is where I agree with Bev, because I think, like, what you're saying.
That means your end goal is sex.
No. It's not that. Venice, what it is, you need to understand. What you're saying is honourable, and I understand what you're talking about, and I understand, like, what you're saying. I really do. I'm not saying that I don't. But I think for me, what my issue is that you're basically saying that if the guy doesn't wait for you, that means his end goal is set. And I think you have to get away from that, because there's men out there whereby they'll have sex with you, but their end goal is it's not just about sex, you know. And I think for
Then
me,
if it's not just about sex, then we don't need to have sex. Do you know, like?
But then at the same time, okay, but if I'm gonna flip it, you get women out there who just wanna get D,
But I'm not
and some
saying,
men are into
but
them.
I didn't put a gender on it, so I can only speak from my experience. I did not put no gender on it. Women, I know women are out there doing the same thing as men. We know that. We spoke about it the other day. We spoke about the rap. I didn't put no gender role in it. I'm speaking on me. I look at Frozen. Why are you trying to be Frozen, man? Okay. Is it me Frozen or is it him Frozen? Because my internet seems okay. Alright, let me pin this comment. That's what I'm saying. Do you get where, guys? Do you get where I'm coming from? Do you get where I'm coming from? Like, if a guy doesn't want to be on my journey to not have sex until marriage, he's not really like it. He's not really on it for me. He's not on it for me. Because if he was, he would wait. It just shows you that a big chunk of it is about sex for you. 100%.
No, but
100%. Because if it's not about sex here or anything here, then you should then why is it then why are you disappearing from me?
okay, but it just goes.
There must be a big portion about
it's just what Bev said. Maybe it's not for him. It's not for him.
What's not for him? Him not wanting to not have sex, to not have sex. So him not wanting to be in a relationship with a girl that doesn't want to have sex with him at this current stage. That means that man is not for me because he doesn't like me enough to want to hold out.
No, but then
it is
so
though.
so
If
so
he
so
likes
what?
me a lot, he would not have sex.
So what you're saying? So what you're saying to me is that you said this thing about celibacy, yeah, and then you're saying to me that means by him saying, oh, what do you call it? I can't do it. That means he doesn't like you enough because the end goal is that he wants to have sex with you.
So what can't he do then? That means he doesn't like me enough to not want to do it.
Hold on.
And Sabrina, one, I'm trying for religious reasons, and two,
what's the problem?
I'm literally like.
For that. But that's what I'm trying to say, Bev. Bev, that's what I'm trying to say. Because I'm trying to say, Bev, that it's like what Venice is doing in my view is that she set this precedent whereby it's like, oh, that means it was all about sex. But if sex for him was like, you know what, Venice, that I actually, yeah, that's the point. But Bev, that's the point.
Part.
But
if
Bev,
sex plays a major part in someone's relationship, that means the relationship is sex based.
No, but Bev, this is the point, yeah.
Not Bev, Venice.
No. But I'm saying I'm agreeing with what Bev is saying. But Bev, this is the point, yeah. This is the point, yeah. Because, and Persia said it, because of how sex is perpetuated out there, what's happened now is that it's been viewed negative. It's been taken negatively. And I think Venice's standing point, where I don't agree with, is that I think Venice is viewing that. I think what Venice has taken, I think what, in my view, what I think Venice is taking that, because the way that sex has been portrayed in our generation, I think because it's being viewed so negatively, Venice is taking it that if a guy wants to have sex with her and she's like, I want to be celibate, and he says no, that means that's all he was into. And I'm saying that's wrong, because someone like me, sex to me is important. It doesn't mean to say that the other aspects of me being with you are any less. I'm not gonna come around your house all on you to have sex. I'm not gonna.
But you just said that you would wait, though. You said you would wait.
Yeah, I'm saying I would.
But
yeah,
what I'm trying to say to you, guys that do not want to wait, yeah, and they're like, nah, it's dead.
Yeah, okay. No, but that's the point. You're saying a guy. If a guy said to you, Venice, you know what, Venice, I love and I respect you for what you're doing, but sex for me is important, yeah, and I don't want you to think that, you know what, by me saying that I don't agree with you.
On it.
No, hear me out. By me, because you're taking guys who are like, nah, F that, bro. Celibacy, what? I want to get the pum pum. There's some guys who are not better. You know what, Venice, yeah? I respect what you're doing and on your journey, yeah. But sex to me is important, and I don't mean like, oh, me come around. For me, it's important for me. I want to have that intimate time with you.
And you can. When we're married.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm not saying that sex is out of the equation. We're never gonna have sex. Sex is dead. Like never, no. Because obviously, once you're married, you are able to have children. And to have a child, you need to have sex, no? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, then so carry on.
Yeah. And he says, you know, Venice, like I know you want to wait, but for me, I want to have that time with you before that. I don't want you to think, oh, I'm just saying it because I want to have sex. I actually really like you a lot. I've got strong feelings for you. I want to have sex with you even before we get married. Yeah. Like, you might get someone who says that to you. That doesn't mean his end goal is to ultimately pipe you. It might be, for him, it's important. And I think, you know what, Venice is someone special I want to share that time with.
Okay, then we can get married. Then you can just wait a bit longer and you can propose to me and get married if you want to have sex with me and only me for the rest of your life. Then we get married, no?
So if you get married and you have sex with him and it flops, then what happens then?
Well, what flops though? That's what I'm trying to tell you. That is what I'm trying to tell you. So basically, if I have sex with someone and the sex is dead, that means I wasn't emotionally invested in him. That sex is very important in a relationship. And that's what I'm trying to say. When you do celibacy for years or however long you do it, and it could be with someone or by yourself, you get that you build up that self-control. So it shouldn't really matter if the sex is dead because you love them. You love the whole of them, as in like you won't even see the dead sex because you got to know that person inside out, spiritually, whatever you want to, like, however you got to know that person. So if this sex is dead, you still love that person. Do you get what I'm coming from? Because you spent the time learning and knowing that person without the sex, which makes your relationship not just about sex. It's not a sex-based relationship. It's on another level. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
So dead sex shouldn't even matter. Do you get where I'm coming from?
No, I get where you're coming from.
Not to say that you're not gonna have sex.
No,
whatever.
I get where
because you're so in tune with that person.
I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from, but I think for me, I'm not saying that I disrespect anybody who's not on it. Yeah, who doesn't want to be celibate. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying for me, where I agree with Bev on this, it is about how you conduct.
Thank you, Pedro. Pedro, I swear.
It is about how you conduct yourself. You know what I mean? Whether you're sexually active or you choose not to have sex, it is for me important how you conduct yourself. Yeah, it is, because I'm not saying that I wouldn't respect a woman who says, oh, you know what, I want to hold out until I get my, like that one. I'm not even saying that that's bad. I think that's very good, but in the sense that
it means she's got self-control.
Yeah, but yeah, I get it, Venice. But then Venice, no, I get it, Venice. But then I think it's what I don't know if Bev still hears what Bev is saying, that I think if sex was viewed positively, yeah, you would have a different stance. It's because
it is viewed positively, but I feel like
no. The way
why
sex is
why
no, Venice. The way
but I
sex
mean,
is
like,
viewed
you can have the
nowadays.
most fun sex ever. But what you're trying to say, you know that when you said, yeah, say it was dead, yeah? So say if you met a girl, yeah, and she had dead sex, what you're telling me, you're going to leave her because the sex was dead?
I'm going to leave her.
Yeah, because, you know when I said, yeah, you know when you said, oh, say you had sex with that and the person, and the sex flops. Guys, if you hear him say, and the sex flops, right? So if you had sex outside of marriage, you had sex with a girl tomorrow, yeah, and you liked her, yeah, and it flops, yeah, what are you doing, Anna?
But
no, what are you doing?
I'm not going to drop her but I'm not like that.
That's what I'm trying to say to you. So you know from the last thing, that's what I'm trying to say to you. It doesn't matter if it flops because you're so in tune with that person.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So I just want to go back to your point.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is, Bev has said it. Bev has said it. What Bev is saying, that's my position right now. This is why it's not about sex itself, but about your mindset and values. That's what's important, and I think people shouldn't lose that. Just because someone wants to be celibate doesn't mean to say that their mindset is they're of a higher level compared to someone who wants to have sex. It's not about that.
It's not about that, but they've demonstrated self-control. The man came to me and said he hasn't had sex.
But Venice, there's people who are sexually active, yeah, who are on it and have sex 3, 4, 5 times a week. And there's people who are sexually active and have sex twice in a month. You could say that someone who has sex twice in a month has more self-control in comparison to someone who has sex weekly. You get nymphomaniacs who are sex addicts. That's what I'm trying to say. So for me, my standing point aligns with Bev. It is about your mindset and your values. How you control yourself. Celibate or not, you have to dictate the pace. You have to have it. It's just like smoking. But smoking is bad for you. People still go and smoke. People say don't smoke. You are cutting down. I've
actually stopped.
You've stopped.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, you've stopped. You've actually stopped smoking.
Yeah.
But so you've managed to control yourself to actually stop because you're making a lifestyle changes. 100%. This is what I'm saying to you. You know. So what I'm saying is, not all Persia. Disagree with that. Not all. Some, but not all. There are some who say, I'm just on it. I've watched documentaries. I'm just on it. So I'm just saying. But I'm trying to say to you that there needs to be a sense of a bit more accountability in terms of what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? You know, in either way, celibate or not, you can have celibate or not, you can have self-control.
Alright, so my question, so let's go back a bit, yeah? We've got time. Let's go back a bit, yeah? So if a woman wants to practice celibacy, yeah, right? And a man says, I'm not on that, yeah, right? He's not on waiting for her when it comes to sex. So he's not going to be dating her because he wants someone that he can whatever, yeah? And then someone that would wait for the girl because, you know what, I really like her, I'm really in tune with her, I'm going to follow on this. Is this what she wants to do? And she wants to know that I'm serious and she'll be on a spiritual vibe. And you know what, I'm going to go, because I like her so much, I'm going to do this with her because I do want her to be my wife. Of course, I'm going to respect him more. That's it. End of conversation. You know what I'm saying? And each
do you feel as though...
And each to their own opinions. Me as a woman, I'm on my journey and a man wants to follow me on my journey because he likes me that much, I'm going to respect him more than a guy that said he likes me, but like, you know, I'm not on that journey, so I'm going to duck. Of course I'm not going to respect. That doesn't even make sense for me to respect him. Doesn't make sense whatsoever. But as I said, each woman and each man to their own opinion.
Yeah, it's each to their own, and for you, that's what I'm saying.
If it was you, yeah, and you're going on your celibacy, however you say it, journey, yeah, and you really like this girl, you liked her so much, and you told her, and she said, you know what, I like you too, but I'm not on it. And another woman, you you then liked her couple whatever down the line, and she was like, you know what, I like you that much, I'm going with you on a journey because I respect you, and this is what you want.
No, I get what you're
You're
saying.
going to respect the woman that's wants to go on your journey.
No, I know, but what you're also saying is that Asia said, Persia said it, sorry, that your morals need to be aligned. So for you, I think for you, your thing is that you'd respect someone because their morals are in line with yours. Do you know what I mean? And maybe the other person's morals isn't aligned with yours. What I'm trying to say to you, if it's not aligned with yours, that shouldn't be you disrespect them. That means that we're not compatible.
I didn't say disrespected them. I said I will respect the other person more.
Yeah, I know, but you also said that how am I going to go and respect them? And that's what I'm saying to you, that you can't be saying that. I'm saying to you that if their thing's not aligned with yours, you cannot go and say I'm disrespecting you. It's what Bev said. It means it's not for them. That doesn't mean you can say, well, I'm going to disrespect you. The person whose morals and views are aligned with yours, you have respect for them. But the other person, it means they're not for me. It's the same thing that we had a conversation the other time whereby you said to me that some men need to be a lot more honest with women. That, oh yeah, I'm just a B. You said in the live, and I quote, I respect him more because actually I know.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
to you. So a guy who's saying to you now, oh well, what do you call it? Venice, I like you, but you know what? That path is not for me. You're saying, how can I respect them? You can't say that. If he's been open and honest with you and said to you, Venice, you know what? Your path that you're on is not for me. You can't go and say, well, I disrespect you. It's not for him.
Did I say that I was disrespected, or did I say I would respect the other person more?
No, you said, how can I
because of the whole
them?
sex thing.
No, you
because
said
that means he's just wanting to be for sex.
Yeah, it's like Bev saying, Bev just said, it's like how I don't want biological kids. Imagine me saying I won't respect the guy as much if he doesn't take that journey with me. It's not by force. Do you know what I mean? Like if what Bev is saying, it's like, because some men in this app might go and say, well, actually, Bev, you know what? I love and respect you, but for me, I want to have my own children. So the path we're on, we're not aligning with each other. But you're not gonna go and say, well, you know what? How can I respect you? Because this is my you can't, you're just not in line with each other. There's nothing wrong with it. I know what you're saying for you is important, and you would have more respect for somebody who is valuing what you're which I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I'm saying to you, someone who's not aligned with what you're doing, that doesn't mean to say that you should be like, I'm not going to respect you. Actually, by them saying that, you should have respect. Actually, them being open with you that, you know what, Venice, it's not my path. I can't follow you on this. You're not meant for each other, and that's not a bad thing. The guy who comes along is like, Venice, you know what, actually, I like you that much. I'm going to follow you, and your journey is going to become my journey. And then when we get married and we have sex, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be in the eyes of the Lord. I get why you're going to respect him 100%. And I understand that. I understand that even now, it's been 8 months for me. I understand what celibacy does. I mean, because your energy and everything changes. You get to replenish. Like I know what it does for your Venice, for your body. I know what it does, and I agree with you, and I do get where you're coming from. But for me, my viewpoint on it is that whether you're celibate or whether you're not celibate, it goes back to your morals and your values and how you conduct yourself. You can be somebody who's sexually active and may not want to wait for someone who's celibate, who wants to be celibate and then get married and have children, and still conduct yourself in a way where actually you're not just giving yourself to anybody and everybody, and actually you probably are with one person for X amount of years, and then you go on to get married and continue to have sex. That can happen. Do you know what I mean? But for me, celibacy for me doesn't set precedent for dimming somebody's values who doesn't want to be celibate. If you carry yourself in a way that is just as equal to being celibate, even if you're sexually active,
you should be focusing on the lack that Venice respects men more who are aligned with her belief system over the fact that she doesn't have time for people who aren't.
But Persia, but the reason why I've said that is because throughout the conversation we've had, Venice has been vocal on that, and I'm trying to say, in my view, that Vinny shouldn't have that view.
Wait,
I'm
how what
trying,
of
huh?
me saying that I would respect a man more that wants to be on my journey than a man that likes me, but he doesn't want to be on my journey to not having sex. That means he doesn't like me enough.
It's
That's
not
just
that. No, but Venice, but Venice, it doesn't mean that. It means that he's not. That's not for him. Okay, fine. Okay, you know what it is.
but that's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to say. It's okay that that's what I'm trying to say. It's okay that it's not for him. Yeah, it's fine because whatever you want to do, you want to do. I don't own your life. I don't rule your life. I don't, schedule your day to day or whatnot. But what I was trying to say is that I would, for a man, I will know, yeah. But man wants to put him on my journey. I know, yeah, that man truly likes me. Truly likes me.
Yeah.
A man that says, yeah, that he's not going to follow me on my journey because he likes sex, he wants to have sex, truly doesn't like me. He's not prepared to marry me. But if he was, he would wait. Do you get where I'm coming from? If you love a person that much or like a person, or see that this can go somewhere, right? Then you would make it work. No?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not disagreeing with you. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. If he wants you, Vinny, he'll put the work in. I'm not disagreeing with you. If he wants you, he will put in the work, 100%. I'm not saying that you're wrong for that, and I'm not even knocking you.
No.
And I'm not even knocking
Oh, so
you.
we got a minute waiting.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, before we go, I'm saying, Vinny, just on the journey you're on, I respect the journey you're on, and I think your journey for me is wonderful. I'm not knocking it. For me, it shows that you've got your moral values and what's high for you in terms of your morality and what you want in a man, in terms of what you see as respect, in terms of a man wanting to be with you, putting in the work. I commend that 100%, and I'm not gonna, and I'm making it clear on the live people. I'm not saying I don't commend Venice on
You know
that.
what as well, yeah? Why would respect, yeah, a man, yeah, and give him like, I'll put him on a high pedestal if it's out of his norm and he's willing to sacrifice
Yeah.
for me, bro, are you crazy?
No. I
All
understand that, and for that, I understand if it's out of his
all
norm.
the cherries on the
I
pie.
will understand why you respect him 100%, and I'm not saying that you're wrong for that.
Oh,
My only thing for me
4,
is
3. So we come back on quickly.
come on, quickly, yeah. All I'm saying, because I know we're going to be going in a bit, yeah. All I'm saying is, I'm not disputing Venice what you're saying, and I'm not disputing what you've said, and I think it's honourable, yeah. But all I'm saying is that my take on it is that we also have to place a bit more responsibility on ourselves as well as young adults, and that our values play a part into how we perceive, sex and also relationships. And like I said, for me, somebody who's sexually active and doesn't want celibacy, I think for me, it doesn't make them, my thing, have any less morals. I just think, obviously,
no one. That's the thing. That's the thing. No one said that if someone wants to have sex with whoever makes her have less morals. No one said that. No one said that. No one said that. Right?
Yeah.
What I was saying is,
yeah.
something completely different.
All right, no. All I'm saying is that your journey of celibacy, yeah, and then getting mad, having sex after. I'm not saying that that's not commendable. Do you know what I mean?
I need that friend. I need to be dating that friend.
Yeah, Venice. I'm not saying that it's not commendable. I'm not saying Venice is not commendable. Do you know what I mean? So I agree, but that's your journey. That's your journey. I respect it. Do you know what I mean? And
everybody can respect my journey.
Yeah, no. I respect the journey. I mean, your journey you're on beneath me. Like I said, it's commendable.
100%.
Why do you flip like this? No,
Philip, go away.
Flip, but that's just my thing, innit? But no, but like I said, today been a good conversation. I'm not gonna lie, man. There's no right.
I should put this one on YouTube, innit?
Yeah, I think you should put this on YouTube. Yeah, like I said, there's no right or wrong or or wrong. But it's like I said, it's a
Thank you, Afia. See, she's on it. Is what I'm telling you.
no, that's good. Like, look, anybody about celibacy, I'm not even saying to you, don't do it. I'll never say don't do it.
You can't, because it's not your body. But what I'm saying is, yeah.
Yeah, obviously my body. Yeah,
What I'm
obviously
saying
my body.
is, yeah, in this time of age, yeah, just imagine, yeah, if a large percentage of people practice it. Celibacy,
Practice, yeah.
Yeah, practice it.
Yeah, practice it.
Yeah.
You're so cute when you like
8
celibacy.
years and counting, you know. Oh, Afia. Have you met anyone yet?
No, Afi, you know what?
But
respect to that.
100%.
Respect.
100%. But do you know what, yeah? Like, imagine if everyone practiced celibacy, right? Do you know how much probably and actually got to know a person without having sex or whatever? Do you know?
One thing that I agree with you on is that I think relationships
would be a lot more
meaningful.
Wait. You know there'll be less transmitted diseases. Facts. Yeah, because you only should be only sleeping with that one person. Because in the Bible and not in law, but you shouldn't be having adultery. Do you get what I'm saying? So you shouldn't be cheating. So if you're married to that one person. So you only have to sex with one person. There's no way that unless you had that disease from before, you marry that person, there's no way you can catch an STI. Yeah. So STI, probably unwanted pregnancy. Maybe not. I'm not too sure. Because maybe both partners may not want to have children and they accidentally have a child. But at least it's within one household. Yeah.
Yeah.
Second of all, yeah, it's not going to be all about sex. It's not going to be sex based.
No, it won't. And I agree with it. And I think.
Yeah, I'm saying.
All
of us, you know how maybe long lasting relationship. You know, you probably be able to even get to know someone more inside out because I feel like they'll have more to give because it's more like, okay, because I'm not giving you sex, I need to give you all of me. So you can
and also on a deeper frequency, it will be about you getting to know them emotionally. It's the emotional attachment, yeah, and I agree with you on that.
Imagine you having sex with someone and they're so sick at sex, they make you bust everywhere. Yeah?
And then you don't know anything else about them, yeah.
You're still gonna rock them because you know what? Sex is good though.
Yeah, but then it's like the sex is good, but then it's like, but what else is good about you?
Exactly, and then how hard is it for you to go and deter yourself away from that person?
Yeah, because all you know is just getting it in. But yeah, but I agree with Venice. But yeah, guys, no, thank you so much for this, guys. I mean, today was good. I mean, I respect anyone's on their journey 100%, and you've got to make sure you do what's applicable to you. You know what I mean? You know, but no, Vinny, it's very good discussion. I'm gonna lie. Yeah.
Out here bringing the tea talks.
No, it was good. You know, it's good that you brought this up in it. So yeah, that's good. You know, but guys, you know, just thanks for tuning into Medina Talk Yabby. Anyway, we had to keep going today because you know, Venice is back at work, so we need to make sure that we're trying to accommodate as much as possible. But are we going live tomorrow, Venice?
We'll see how we both feel in the morning if you're out. Because I know you're busy. How was your date yesterday?
I didn't go anywhere yesterday.
Well, yeah.
I didn't go anywhere
How was your date yesterday?
I didn't.
Tell auntie.
No, I didn't go anywhere yesterday.
He like.
No, I didn't go anywhere yesterday.
So lying because you didn't go on live because you said you was going out and then.
I was busy. Yeah, I just went out yesterday. Yeah, I went out. You know.
Assume that you've gone on dates. So.
No.
That's what I was saying. After you went on a date. You don't want to tell us about it.
No.
It was on a Zoom date.
Huh?
It was on a Zoom date.
No, not on a Zoom date. No.
That is jokes.
No. No. I've just been on my gym and everything. Trust me, that's what I've been on.
Yeah, I didn't go gym today, Carl, but tomorrow during my lunch break, I'm going again.
Yeah, I've been hitting the gym, you know.
On the body.
I've been getting, my body is getting back to what it used to. My body is getting back to what it used to. Yeah. But guys, thank you so much for today, though. I'm not gonna lie. I think it was lovely that Medina brought this up, you know. And please, guys, whatever you do, please continue to support Medina London.
Thank you.
100%. I want that to be like precedent. Please continue to support Medina London. Follow her Instagram page. You know, she's doing very well. Is building. Please, you know, we want Medina to take off. You know what I mean? And do very well, yeah. And B hike crew, our next hike's on the 5th of September. So if you do want to come, let us know and email bhikecrew@gmail.com, yeah?
Hold on.
Yeah. But V, thank you for today.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. These comments are looking kind of live still.
What about, yeah, at Medina London, guys, yeah.
At Medina London store.
Medina London store, yeah.
I was with a girl that was apparently celibate more times she was a porn star. And why are you lying?
Anyway. But yeah.
You've been dating a lot of porn stars. Mr. Philip.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks, Vito. Today was good, man. Not gonna lie. Yeah.
It was indeed. It was indeed.
So guys,
right.
hopefully we'll be on tomorrow, yeah?
Yes. I've just said we'll talk.
I'm messing with you, don't worry. But guys, have a good evening, yeah?
Alright, cool. Bye all.
Take care, guys. Take care, guys. Bye. Bye.